Good morning, good afternoon, South Africa and Ghana. Welcome to the call. For those of you who aren't on the call, and for those of you who are on the call, my name is Roger Shahata, International Executive President's Team Member, all the way from Melbourne, Australia. I do want to welcome you to the call this morning or afternoon, wherever you are. And I really encourage you, as always, to get a pad and pen, paper and pen, or a journal, even better, to take good notes so that you can build your Herbalife business successfully. So, today's topic, I really want you to write down in your notes the heading: How to Overcome Obstacles and Challenges. Obstacles and challenges are a part of life. We all go through challenges on a daily basis, different things, whether it's things concerning our financial situation, family situation, health situation, challenges of life, everyday challenges, whether it's, trying to keep up with your debts or repayments or whatever the case might be. Okay. So here's what I want you guys to do. I want you to think about what challenges are you currently facing that's stopping you from progressing and growing your Herbalife business. Okay. And I really want us to work on that, because if you know what kind of problems and challenges you're facing, these are the targets of what we actually need to work on to help you overcome these problems or challenges. Okay? So, why are challenges and problems important in life? Well, if everything was easy in life, we wouldn't really appreciate what we are getting or earning or making. So, the challenges are there as a test in our life on seeing what we're willing to do to become a better person. It's a challenge that actually helps you to grow psychologically, mentally, physically, so that when you face any kind of challenge, you can find a solution for it. So, really, the answer is it challenges you to grow as an individual. I want you to write that down. That's very, very important. What it also teaches you, from my belief and my experience, and I can tell you now, I've been through incredible challenges in life in general, not just in Herbalife, in life in general. And what I believe it does, and I want you to write this down, is it teaches you to be creative. Creative in how you solve the problem. It helps you to look for solutions, not expect the answer to be given to you. One thing that's quite common in this business, a lot of people come to me because I am their mentor. And that's fair enough. We are here to help you become successful, but we also want you to be using your brain to look for answers before you come to us. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Jim Rohn used to always talk about the ant philosophy. I want you to write that down. The ant philosophy. What does an ant do if you try to block its path? Okay, let's say the ant wants to go past this, coffee cup, for example. Okay, now if I put the coffee cup in front of it, the ant will find a way to get around that coffee cup. It's either going to try to get under it by digging a hole and going under it. It's either going to try and climb over it. It's either trying to go around it. So the ant has a philosophy that nothing will stop it from getting to its destination. The ant is an incredible creature. You know, they hunt all through summer so they can store it for the winter. They can store food for the winter. So the ant actually picks up all this food during summer when it's not raining and wet and dangerous for an ant. It collects all the food and stores it so that when winter comes in and the rain comes in, it's got enough food to carry it through the winter period. So we can learn a lot from ants, us as human beings. We have to look for solutions and answers, not expect the answer to be in front of us. We have to find the way and let nothing, I want you to write this down, let nothing stop us from growing our Herbalife business. So what if you have somebody who says they don't want to buy the products? So what if you get someone who says, I don't want to join the business? So what? The good news is we don't need everybody to buy our products, and we don't need everybody to join our business. Why is this important? Well, if everybody joined Herbalife, then we wouldn't have hotels to go to when we go on holiday, because everybody would be making so much money with Herbalife that nobody would be at the hotel to serve us, okay? We wouldn't have restaurants to go to, because if everybody became successful with Herbalife, then nobody would be working in restaurants, and we can't dine out and have a nice dinner or a lunch. So we don't need everybody, guys. You have to understand you only need a handful of people who see what you see with the products and the business opportunity, and all of you can become successful together. You know, Jim Rohn again used to always say, if 2 or 3 people agree on a common purpose, nothing is impossible. Everybody can become successful if we all agree on the same thing and work together as a unit and head in the same path and direction, that we can all grow our businesses together. So I want you to make a list. You know, part of the homework I'm going to give you, and tonight's call is going to be really short. Part of tonight's homework is I want you to make a list of all the challenges and problems that you have in your life right now, not only in your Herbalife business, but in life in general. What inspired this topic for me today is I had a conversation with a distributor a few days ago, and they told me they had a problem of convincing people to become a customer. And I said, well, what's the problem? And they said, well, I can't convince them. And I said, so what's the problem? And they said, I can't convince them. And I said, okay, so you can't convince them. So why is that a problem? Oh, because they can't buy my product. And I said, well, it's really simple. Look for the solution of what you're trying to do with the customer. You're trying to convince them to buy. We don't need to convince anybody to buy the products. Okay, I want you to make good note of this, because it's not about convincing people to buy your products. It's about sharing your product results so that you can get people getting onto the products. There's a difference between convincing and selling to a person than sharing a result to let them convince themselves to buy the product. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so here's another question I had from one of the distributors the other day. I need other members to grow together. I said, yes, you do. And this person said that my biggest problem is I can't go out in the marketplace because of certain restrictions. And I said, so what do you believe is a solution to this challenge you have? And that person said, I need to get a permit to work in other areas. And I said, okay. She said, it's expensive to do that. And I said, okay, so what's another solution? See, if you can't find an answer straight away, look for another answer. There's a really simple step to finding a solution. And that person said, well, okay, if I can't afford to get a permit, is it possible that maybe I can do the business online? I said, there you go. You just found an answer to the problem. So yes, you can do the business online. You can promote through Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or whatever social media you can use. You can be reaching out to people. Hey, and if you can't leave your city because of certain restrictions, why not talk to people within your city? I want you to get very clear on this, guys, that you can go president's team within a 5-kilometer radius from your house. That's how amazing this business is. You don't need to go to another city. You don't need to go to another country. You don't need to do any of that. You can go president's team within a 5-kilometer radius from your house, from where you currently live. If you reach out to people within the 5-kilometer radius, let them know you are the local herbalife distributor, helping people with their health, but also helping people make extra income or extraordinary income. You can go president's team by doing that. Okay. So with the list that you are going to make of problems and challenges you are facing, I want you to grab each one of them and look for answers. So let's do a bit of an experiment with the people that are on the call right now. If you've got a problem in your Herbalife business right now and you're looking for an answer, please share with me the problem. What is the problem you are facing right now in your Herbalife business to grow your Herbalife business? Anybody want to volunteer? Just unmute yourself or put your hand up. I'm happy either way. Come on, I want this to be an interactive call, so let's talk. Okay, yes. Go for it. Go for it, Kin. Hang on, I'll ask you to unmute. Bright, if you can. Can you unmute yourself? No. Yeah, just go for it, Kin Titus. Go. Ask me the question. I can't hear you. You need to unmute yourself. Why isn't it letting you unmute?
Hello.
Yes. Okay. Beautiful. I can hear you. How are you, my friend?
All right. Please, I'm doing well, and you?
Very good. Thank you. All right. Talk to me. What challenge are you facing or problem you're facing at the moment?
Okay. There is a challenge I'm facing right now that most of my customers, you see, right now, I don't have the product that I can take to them right now, and they are saying they want to see the product. When I bring the product, they pay me, then collect the product. So in this case, what should I do to get a product for them so that I can also get my money?
Great. So what do you think you should do?
Oh, well, right now, I don't know. That's I'm asking so that at least I can get this advice from you.
Yeah. And this is this is part of the problem of why everybody's not growing their business fast, because they're looking for an answer to be given to them instead of looking for the solution. Okay. So what you need to get good at is look for a solution. Right now, do you think you can get yourself an empty can of Herbalife Formula One from somewhere, from a distributor who probably finished the can or something like that?
Yes, I can.
Great. There's your answer. See, you don't have to have a physical product that's full of product in it. You can have a bottle of the product and say, this is what the product looks like. This is an empty can, but I'll get you a full can. These are the ingredients in it. This is what the product does. It can help you lose weight, gain weight, maintain weight. This is how you can take the product to lose weight, gain weight, and maintain weight. Are you interested in getting one? Great. Excellent. You can either give me a 50% deposit now and pay the balance when I deliver it, or you can pay it all up front if you don't have product. So if you don't have product, you just look for the answer. I want you to write this down, everybody. No money, no problem. No initiative to work is a very big problem. Okay? Money is never a problem in our business. There is always an answer to making money in our business. Okay? I started with $1 million debt. I had no money. I had all the excuses in the world that I can't afford to buy product and I can't get customers. You know, the same things that you guys are experiencing right now, I've been through that. But I want you to write this down. I was solution orientated. I wasn't focused on my problem. I was focused on finding the solution to get out of my problem. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So I hope that answered your question. Any other questions, guys? Any other problems or challenges that you're facing in your Herbalife business? If you've got another question, go for it. Anybody? Zanga, Prudence? No questions. All right. Here is the other thing that's slowing you guys from growing your Herbalife business. You are not getting educated enough about the business. A lot of you aren't going to local trainings and meetings, which is affecting the growth of your business. Some of you are even looking at the cost of going to a meeting to learn about the business and saying, oh, I can't afford to go because I don't have the money. That is the reason why you should go. So if you don't have the money to go to a meeting or a presentation, you should go to that meeting or presentation so that you can learn how to make the money, so you don't say, I don't have the money. Does that make sense? So again, if a meeting, for example, let's say in Ghana, for example, a meeting, let's say it costed 50 cities or whatever it is. I don't know what they charge in Ghana for the trainings, but I'm just pulling out a number. 50 cities. Okay. If it costs 50 cities and I don't have 50 cities to go to a training, the question I would have in my mind is, how can I make 50 cities so I can go to the training? See? A different look on the problem so that I can come up with the answer. Okay, what can I do to make 50 cities? If I sell a can of Formula One shake, will I make 50 cities profit? Which is probably the answer, by the way. So, okay, my job is to go sell one can of shake, not so that I can put the money in my pocket, but so I can take the money from the profit go to the training so I can learn how to make more money so that I can go to the marketplace. Instead of selling one can of shake, I can now sell 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. And this is how I want you guys to start thinking. You guys are independent business owners. We are all independent business owners. So I want you to start thinking and acting like you are the CEO, the chief executive officer of your business. This is very, very important because 90% of this Herbalife business is mindset. If you get your mindset right, the business becomes very simple. But if your mind is, I can't do that because I don't have the money. I can't go there because I don't have the money. I can't attend the training because I don't have the money. The biggest problem with saying something like that to yourself is what you focus on. I want you to write this down. What you focus on becomes a problem. What you focus on becomes the problem. What does that mean? If you focus on the fact that you don't have any money, what do you think is going to keep happening in your life? You're going to keep not having money because that's what you focus on. But if you focus on, I am attracting success, you talk like you already are. I am in the progress, or I am already successful. I am moving forward to grow my business. The language that your mind is thinking and what you are saying determines where you go in life. Okay? If you focus on the problem, guess what you get? You get more problems. If you focus on success, guess what you get? You get more success. That is how life works. It's called the law of attraction. I spoke about this a little bit last week. Everything you think about is what you attract in life. The universe or God or Muhammad or Buddha or whoever you believe in wants you to become successful. We are put on this planet only for a short period of time to become successful. And this is my belief. I want you to think about this. My belief is we are put on this planet not only to impact our own lives and make our own lives better, but to put a footprint on other people's lives to make their lives better. That is my belief. And that is part of my mission. And as you all know, I contribute to all of you on this call. I put my footprint on your hearts so that one day you can do the same and bless others with your footprint, so that you'll never be forgotten when you leave the planet. And that's the kind of impact I want you guys to be able to pass on to others. But first, for you to do that, you need to step up and become successful yourself so you can help others become successful. Does that make sense? So really, from today onwards, and for everybody who listens to this recording later, I want you to roll up your sleeves, put a bit of sweat on your brow, and go to work in changing people's lives. The more people's lives you change, the quicker your life will change. Jim Rohn always says this, and if you haven't listened to the Jim Rohn recording that I sent you a link on the first call, it's in the group chat, so just go back and watch all the videos and links that I've sent you. Jim Rohn says, and probably a good note to write down, help enough people get what they want, and you can have everything you want. So help enough people get what they want, and you can have everything you want. You know, my Herbalife business now is in 24 countries. I've got thousands of people in my business right around the world, but they're not only people that I've recruited. I've only recruited maybe 50 or 100 in my 22 years, okay? But out of the 100-odd people that I've recruited that are actively working the business, they've gone and recruited other people and impacted other people's lives as well. So we've duplicated the process, and that is how I got to the president's team, but now have also a president's team member in my personal business. And that's what I want for every single one of you on the call. Every single one of you can become a president's team. I want you to do this. Print up a president's team pin and stick it up on your wall at home. Somewhere that you can see it every morning and every night. So that every morning you wake up, it's the first thing you see. Every night before you go to bed, it's the last thing you see for the day. And I want you to start visualizing and thinking what it would be like to be earning 30, 40, 50, 100,000 US dollars per month in the business. Imagine what your life could be like. Imagine what your family's life could be like. Imagine how many lives you would have changed to be making that kind of money. Because what you visualize and what you see in your own eyes and back of your mind and your head is what you start becoming. I'm a very strong believer in this, okay? And if you really put your heart and mind and body and soul into this, everything will start to work for you. Don't think about how it's going to work. Let the universe take care of that as long as you do the work. You just do the work and the universe will start working for you because it knows you are committed to wanting a better life and changing yours and your family's and other people's lives. As long as you do it with good intention, the universe will pay you back for it. You might not see the results in a short period of time. It might take months. It may even take years. But it's a small price to pay to be making 30, 50, or 100,000 US dollars a month. Here's what I say to a lot of people. If it took you 10 years to be making $50,000 a month, is that a bad thing? It's not that bad because you're working hard for a job anyway. Why not work hard for yourself and change your life? So guys, that's all I wanted to cover for tonight. Has anyone got any other questions or challenges or problems they would like to discuss before we wrap up the call for tonight? Anything else? If you want to put your hand up or unmute yourselves, you're welcome to. No? Nobody's got anything? No problem. Awesome. So again, go back, watch all the recordings. You know, this is all to educate you, get your mindset right, to help you build a strong Herbalife business. You know, like I said, we do these calls on a weekly basis. It's for you. It's not for me. I'm not here to learn from myself. I'm here to learn. Well, I learn, but I teach what I've learned. Okay, because we all grow together. So if there's any topic that you would like me to discuss on next week's call, please put it in our chat groups. You know, I like when you guys suggest what you would like to learn about, because I'm giving information that I think you need, but you might feel that you need something else as well so that you can grow your Herbalife business. So if you do have any questions or chats, you know where I am. Let's get to work, guys. Let's change people's lives. Good night from here in Australia. It's 10:30 at night here. Have a great day. Have a good weekend, and we'll see you all next week. Same time, same channel. Bye for now. Bye-bye.